So many times during elections over the decades, we see candidates making promises that they want to fulfill, but then their hands get tied because Congress doesn't make it easy for them, but throw in difficulties. So I'm just wondering, when you get into that position, how do you want to handle that, and what will make it possible, and how can you directly answer that without beating around the bush?
Yeah, so great question. Here's the first step. The first step is assume that people that disagree with me don't have bad motives. Because now it looks like every time someone disagrees with someone in Washington, the first impulse is to say that they're bad, that they're wrong, not just wrong, but they have bad motives, that they're part of. The president's classic example would be the Iranian deal, where in the midst of trying to get it past Congress, he said that people that opposed his nuanced approach to the Iranian agreement were in cahoots with the Death to America crowd. Well, with all due respect, Mr. President, you're the one negotiating with the Death to America crowd. That agreement was a bad agreement. He should respect people that have a disagreement with him. And I think there's a tendency in Washington today to push down anybody that disagrees with you to make yourself look better. And the net result is there's a gap of trust that doesn't make it possible to get things done. There are too many lessons in history in our great country where the opposite took place. I mean, we've had a 240-year run here, I think, as a republic. Pretty good run. I'd say the greatest run of any country ever created. And out of that period of time, we've probably had 10 years of massive dysfunction. Maybe I can't tell you in the 19th century. They had food fights and duels and stuff. But it seemed to work. Now, they brag about an omnibus bill that no one read, that's 1,000-plus pages long, dealing with $1 trillion of spending. Some good things and I'm sure some ugly things in there, because they didn't shut down government. That's how low the bar is. So how do you start? You start by assuming that people on the other party don't have bad motives, and you at least listen to them, determine if you can find common ground.